Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn from Jessica Lynn Original Studios, and today we are on yet another fun adventure here in Wisconsin. Wisconsin has a ton of summer festivals. They're all located right on the Lakeshore, right on Lake Michigan, in a place called SummerFest. It's actually the SummerFest grounds, and they do a lot of different heritage events such as GermanFest. They do Irish Fest, Polish Fest, Italian Fest. They do a Pride Fest. They do all kinds of fun stuff at this location. And what's amazing is that it is on such a beautiful, perfect place right on the lake, right downtown. It's literally less than 3 blocks from traditional downtown Milwaukee. So super easy to get to. And this bridge you see off on the upper right hand side here, that's what we call the Home Bridge, although I used to joke and call it the Home Bridge. But that bridge will actually take you right to the Milwaukee airport. So if you're thinking about coming in for any of the festivals here in Milwaukee, you can actually go to the airport, get a hotel right downtown, and you'll be super close any weekend. So we're going to go ahead and enjoy some GermanFest. It's the first time, even though I've lived in Wisconsin my whole life, it's the first time that I've ever gone to GermanFest. It ran this year from the 29th of July through the 31st. Most of the festivals are just short little weekend, 3 days. Sometimes they're 4. We do have a huge music festival that typically runs about 2 or 3 weeks, and that is called SummerFest. And during some of those weeks, we'll actually have some really huge artists. I mean, as a kid, I saw like Paula Abdul, Janet Jackson, Britney Spears. They've had Tim McGraw here, country music. They've had a little of everything. So GermanFest is a little different because it's really kind of just focused on that. And what's really cool is this was actually their 40th anniversary. Now, obviously with COVID, they did not run this event, so it was actually closed for 2 years, and they were so excited to bring it back for its 40th anniversary. This is one of those events that if you enjoy any sort of German heritage, aka lots of beer, this is a really fun event. Now, my husband and I, we don't drink, I cheer you on, but it was so fun to see all kinds of costumes, and they also had all kinds of like schnitzel and brats, and they had the German beer. They had sheep's head. Like if you didn't know how to play sheep's head, it's a cards game. They actually had lessons. They were selling steins, and they had tons of music. So it was so fun because it's a really great way every summer to get such, I just have to say that lady's tattoo was very good. It's such a great way to really get to know a culture. So if you're ever feeling like, I don't know a lot about like Irish culture, for example, well, go and spend an afternoon at Irish Fest, and you'll see, Celtic music and dancing and the arts. In German, they had tons of German food and beer and ethnic dances, and it was so neat to see. They also had a couple of things that weren't really ethnic, but they're still
Fighting through beauty, cha cha cha. Having to keep cutie, hey, cha cha cha.
And we saw the world's largest pretzel. So if you love pretzels, they had this one. I don't remember what they called it. It was like the Hugh something. It was like huge, bad word, right? So ginormous. It was huge. And it probably fed, I'm going to guess, like 10 people. It was crazy. And there was this huge pretzel, and then it came if you wanted to get, like cheese or any kind of other things for it. But a lot of people were just sort of relaxing, enjoying. And that's really the fun of going to a festival on the SummerFest grounds, because off to the left on the other side of these buildings is Lake Michigan. So there's a beautiful breeze off the water. You can go and sit over there. They've got tons of picnic tables, so we'll look at those in a minute.
to introduce to you our musician, Dennis Smith. Without him, I tell you, live music, and he is wonderful. So thank you so much for enjoying us this afternoon. And if this is something you can see yourself doing, stop any one of us. We'd be happy to talk to you about it. Thank you very much. Have a great night at GermanFest.
Okay. All right, so this is a dobish. Now, what is all in it, Aaron?
It's chocolate, caramel, and raspberry with like a buttery, spongy cake.
Okay. You're gonna try it first.
I'll be the
You're gonna be the tester.
All right.
It looks good.
It does look good. I want to make sure I get a little bit of everything.
I would too. Okay.
All right.
All right, rock it out. How is it?
It's really good. It's really light. Like the flavors aren't
Super strong.
crazy strong. It's just like a light chocolate taste and light. Yeah, it's very good.
Okay, so is it cakey like, or is it more pie-y, or what is it
Cakey.
like? Okay, it's cakey.
Very cakey. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a good light cake.
And one of the things we love to do is go ahead and take the little sky trek right over just to get a kind of a lay of the land. You know, how did they set up booths? For every event, they set them up different and in different locations. Some festivals are larger than others. But it's a great way to start because you can get a really good idea of what is available to eat. You can get a really good idea of what, you know, is shopping available. Now we're going to look off to the right over here, and that's Lake Michigan. So you can see just how close it really is. And what's wonderful is during the summer months, the breeze will just blow across, and you can see that beautiful image of downtown. Again, we were trying to get an idea of things to eat while we were kind of just cruising around. And this is actually the Bavarian House, which is located near Shorewood kind of area in Wisconsin, which is about 15 minutes north of downtown. And they had pigs and chickens and all kinds of stuff, and the food was amazing. But you can see there's downtown. Everything is so close. Tons of parking, really easy, which really surprised us. If you have seen the movie Transformers, there is a building that they're in, and that's actually our Milwaukee Art Museum, which is just, you see that Northwestern Mutual, so there's a white building with a bunch of dark windows, and then there's a lighter one. To the right of that, there's actually our Milwaukee Art Museum, which was featured in the movie Transformers. We still think it should have transformed, but it didn't. But there's parking right there, and it was much more affordable than parking right next to the festival. So always look around when you're, you know, thinking about coming. And they do festivals here in Milwaukee, I want to say starting pretty much around Memorial Day, and they all kind of end after Labor Day. So it really is a full summer of different festivals of ethnicity, of, you know, it's just so much fun and so different. And SummerFest, for example, is just all types of music like I was talking about. And so it will be even more packed than you see here, but it is a lot of fun. The other thing that we love about taking the sky thing over the top here is that you can really people watch. And I always laugh because I told my husband, I said, as we were filming this, I kind of joked with him and I said, you know, I wonder how many people are going to go and watch our video and try to find themselves. So if you see yourself in the video, tell me and mark it down below that you found yourself. And I think that'd be really fun. You know, I think that's the fun part about this too. And you can see there's tons of stages. People were just kind of hanging out, enjoying. Some of the locations actually had that upper area where you could go and kind of watch music and hang out. You know, this is a really fun place to just go and hang out with your family. You know, we've gone to the festival grounds before and brought like decks of cards and sat and played, you know, different card games and stuff just for fun. And just a great way to spend the time listening to different music depending on, you know, obviously what festival you're at. But like here, it was just so fun to see such, you know, dedicated. I mean, there were so many people dressed up, and my husband and I always joke because we love the Griswolds. And so, you know, the one where they're in the European vacation, and, you know, we had a couple of Clark moments, but it is just a blast. And the people were super friendly. You know, everybody was very knowledgeable, so you could ask questions. And off to the right-hand side, if you see that yellow building, they just built a huge playground for kids. There you go. There it is. And it's all fenced in with only, I think it has two ins and outs. So it's really nice and safe. You can keep an eye on your kids. They can play. There is also, if you look a little ahead there to the right, there is a water fountain, which is awesome because the kids, if it's really hot, can just run in that. And I'll be really honest with you, I have seen many adults run in that as well. So just a warning, it may not just be the kids, but it's a really great way to kind of just cool you off. Because during the hot of the summer, it can be really hot at noon. But then because you're right on the lake, by 6 or 7 at night, it can be in the summer almost chilly because the cold winds blow right off of the lake. Now, as we're kind of coming down here on the little sky trek, I thought it would be fun to take a walk over to the lake because I really wanted to show you how beautiful it is. So this is actually across the way from where we are. There's like a little island or a little inlet that it's actually a public park now. So you can go and walk, and it's like, I think it's a 2 mile or a 1 mile. I'm not sure, but we'll just go with 2 miles, right? But you can walk all the way up and around. And then they built this new amphitheater. You can see there's lots of seating, and it's just so much fun. Like, it's so beautiful. And right now you can see the sun is starting to set, and it's just like the perfect way to spend an afternoon or evening. For me personally, depending on what festival it is, I really kind of like getting there after the hot of the day is gone, so that you have a couple of spots you can hide in some shade and really partake in the entertainment. Now, I thought we'd take the little sky trek back the other direction just so you could get the view from the other side. Again, there's Lake Michigan. One of the things, I was sad we didn't stay as late as I hoped we would, but at 10:30 every night they do fireworks, which is really cool because you can see there's people, but it's not crazy busy. And because it's right by the lake, they actually shoot the fireworks off at the lake. So you just kind of go out and you can see them. It's beautiful. A lot of times people will rent boats. Or if you just go north of the SummerFest grounds, there's the art museum, and you can actually go and sit in that grass or go hang out there and see the fireworks perfect too if you don't go to the festival. You can see there's some boats. There's a lot of boat tours in Milwaukee as well. So I'll be really honest, if you were interested in coming in for a specific festival, you easily could make a 4-day weekend of it. You know, just like a long weekend, like a Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where you could go out on a boat for a couple hours. We've got all kinds of boats too. There's like a dinner boat where you can go and relax. There are drinking boats. There's also boats where you go and it's almost like a party or a club, like on the boat, which is really cool. I mean, if that's your thing. So you could do that. You could go to the festival. You could go and experience our art museum right there. And then just kind of hang out around downtown. And then super easy, you could just take like an Uber right back over this bridge. And you can see there's that yellow arch on top of the bridge. That's kind of like our connection or our gateway from the airport on our way over to downtown. So it's really cool. Really easy, like if you were thinking about coming in to go to one of the Milwaukee festivals. And you could go on the SummerFest website and you'd be able to see all of that information of all the different festivals. So I'll put a link down below too if you want to see that. But again, look at how beautiful, just a wonderful way to spend an evening. And you can see there's tons of seating, so if you buy dinner, go and sit and relax. And I just wanted to ask, if you are interested, we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. There's no cost for it. Over on the far right hand side down at the bottom, there's a little red icon. You just click on that and subscribe, and it will notify you anytime we upload a new video. And we have a lot of fun stuff coming. More adventures here in Wisconsin, not to mention some Disney fun coming up, as well as some really fun Halloween creative crafts. So I cannot wait to share that with you guys. Although, right now, while I'm kind of just hanging out on this little sky trek, I do have to say that I'm just not quite ready for Halloween yet, but I know it's close, so it's time to start being creative and ready for it. But please go ahead and subscribe, and then don't forget to like our video and comment. I mean, if you have any questions about GermanFest or about some of the festivals here, I will do my best to make up a great answer. No, I'm teasing. I will do my best to give you the best answer I can. And if I can't, I'll try and lead you in the right direction, maybe to a right website or a link to try and help you out. And I just have to say, it is so funny getting off of these things. It's literally ready, 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 jump, and run. So, I want to go ahead and share one more amazing band with you.
euro of beautiful song. Grab the person you love, or would like to love, or your beer. And not my wife.
It was an absolutely beautiful night in Milwaukee. And I will say not all festivals get the beautiful weather we had this last weekend, but a lot of them do, and it is so worth going. I mean, even in the rain, it is still a ton of fun. And, you know, it's just like Disney or any other vacation. Just plan ahead and you'll be good to go. I hope that this inspired you to want to think about going to a festival near you, or maybe coming here to Milwaukee to enjoy a long weekend. Again, my name is Jessica Lynn. I'm the owner of JessicaLynnOriginal.com. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like it, and I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, please put them down below. And again, I will try and get you the best answers I can. Thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.